everyone. I am Nisha GR, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss one of the experiment in analog circuit laboratory, that is in the 4th SEM, that is design of A-stable multi-vibrator for given frequency and duty cycle using 555 timer IC. So we know 555 IC timer IC, it is being used in many applications. So, and it is going to work in two different modes, monostable and astable. So astable, when we consider astable, it is also known as a free running multi-vibrator. Why the name free running came is, that is your astable multi-vibrator, it does not require any external voltage trigger, we are not going to apply here. That is why the name came, it is a free running multi-vibrator. And this multi-vibrator, it is a rectangular wave generating circuit. So the time during which output is high or low is determined by the two resistors and one capacitor, which will be connected external to the 555 IC. Okay, so let us see the circuit diagram of astable multi-vibrator for the duty cycle greater than 50%. That is, we are going to design the circuit depending upon the duty cycle. So this is for the greater than 50%. So here we have designed for 60% duty cycle. So for the 60% duty cycle, see what is the design given. Design given is frequency, it is we are going to design the multi-vibrator for the frequency 1.5 kilohertz and duty cycle it is of 60%. Okay, so the time period, what is the relation time period and frequency? We can calculate T, that is total T we can calculate, because the frequency we know 1 divided by F, that is 1 divided by 1.5K, which is nothing but 0.66 milliseconds. Now one more relation we know, that is duty cycle. So what is duty cycle? On time divided by the total time period. So this duty cycle it is given 60%, so it is equals to 0.6. So we can easily calculate what is T on time. So T on divided by total T we have calculated, it is 0.66 milli, that into 100 which is equals to 60. So what is T on? T on we will be getting like 0.4 milliseconds. And before going to see these two formulas, we need to know how we got this T on and T off. That is, initially when the output is high, when the output of the astable multi-vibrator is high, your capacitor, voltage across the capacitor, it will be 2 by 3 VCC. In the sense, your comparator 1, which is going to trigger the flip-flop, we have studied the block diagram of 555 timer. So voltage across the capacitor will be 2 by 3 VCC. So what happens there? Comparator 1 which triggers the flip-flops and output which will be high. And the time during which the capacitor charges and discharges, that is charging from 1 by 3 VCC to equal to the time the output is high, which is given by, that is the charging time of the capacitor is given by TC, is equals to 0.69 into RA plus RB, that is these two are the external capacitor resistors and this is the external capacitor we are going to make use of to design the multi-vibrator. So 0.69 RA plus RB into CA, that is the charging time. Discharging time is given by 0.69 into RB into CA, because discharging only happens through RB. So 0.69 RB into CA, and the total time which will be which is nothing but TC plus TD, and this is the equation for that, 0.69 RA plus 2 into RB into CA. Okay, so here while designing we need to consider this T on and T off equation, that is 0.69 RA plus RB into CA, and T off, that is nothing but discharging 0.69 into RB into CA. So what we need to choose here is, because all three are unknowns here, RA, RB and CA. So for that we need to choose the capacitor value as 0.1 microfarad. So when we choose capacitor value as 0.1 microfarad, you will be getting the T on time, or else we can obtain the T off. So first we need to calculate T off, because the equation is 0.69 RA RB into CA, only one unknown RB. So you can calculate RB, substitute all the values, you will be getting the RB value as 3.8 kilo ohm. Okay, and next is you can calculate T on. T on, why? Because RB we have calculated, the next unknown is RA. So from this we can calculate the RA as 2.2 kilo ohm. So that is what the design here. See, apart from 555 timer, we are going to make use of RA, RB and CA. Okay, so this is going to determine this is what we require in the astable multi-vibrator, RA, RB and CA. So the circuit diagram of this, which is connected here, this is a common ground and this is a plus 5 volt for the timer, and these two are the resistors, and this is a capacitor, external capacitor, and from this pin we are taking the output, and we are observing the output at the third pin, that is a rectangular output at the third pin, and we are also observing the voltage across the capacitor, that is charging and discharging of the capacitor we are going to see. So these two waveforms we are going to see in the CRO, that is voltage across the capacitor and third pin output. So two waveforms we are going to observe. Okay, so let us see the waveform now. That is, so this is the third pin output. Third pin output you will be getting the rectangular waveform. So this is T on, T off, T on and T off. So let us calculate the duty cycle. What is the formula to calculate the duty cycle? It is T on divided by the total time. So T on time you calculate it is 1.8, that into 0.2 or else 1.8 divided by the total time you take. What is the total time? It is 1, 2, 3 divided by 3. So you will be getting exactly 60% duty cycle. So it is T on time is 1.8 and total time is 3. So 1.8 divided by 3, you are going to get it as 60% duty cycle. Now let us see the charging and the discharging. See, during on time whenever the output is high, capacitor charges from 1 by 3 VCC to 2 by 3 VCC, and during T off, discharging happens from 2 by 3 VCC to 1 by 3 VCC. So we need to check here whether this value is 1 by 3rd of VCC and this value is 2 by 3rd of VCC. So VCC is 5 volt, 1 by 3 VCC means you will be getting around 1.66. So let us see here, this is almost 0.8 into 2. So 0.8 into 2 means how much it is? 0.8 into 2 means 1.6, and this is 2 by 3rd of VCC. So 2 by 3rd of VCC means 10 divided by 3, which is nothing but 3.33. So you are getting here 2.8 into 2. 1.8 into 2, which is nothing but 3.6, almost around 3.3 you are getting. So this is what you are going to calculate. That is, you need to check T on time, total time to calculate the duty cycle. It should be around 60%, and charging time, discharging time, you need to check this 1 by 3 VCC, whether it is equals to 1 by 3 VCC, and this one it is 2 by 3 VCC. And these two should be above the ground level. Keep that in mind. Whatever the waveform you are getting, it is in waveform, it should be above the ground level. So you should keep these two in DC. And you need to draw the waveform. So for the 60% duty cycle, the waveform it is. This is a waveform across the capacitor. Voltage across the capacitor. So charging time, discharging. During the charging time, your output waveform, output voltage waveform, it is T on charging, T off discharging. Okay. So these two waveforms you need to draw. So next let us see the for the duty cycle less than 50%. So for the duty cycle less than 50%, that is we are designing here for 40% duty cycle. So what is the design now? T is equals to 1 milliseconds. Okay, so given T is equals to 1 millisecond and duty cycle of 40%. So it is duty cycle T on by T, which is nothing but 0.4. So you can calculate T on. T on is nothing but 0.4 into T. T is 1 millisecond. So T on will be 0.1 milliseconds. And we know T on here in the less than 50% duty cycle, capacitor charges only through RA, because across this 7 and 2 we are making use of diode over here. So charging of the capacitor only happens through only RA. So the equation is 0.69 RA into CA. So you need to choose this CA value as 0.1. You will be getting RA value as 5.79 kilo ohm. Choose the standard resistor value nearer to this value. And then T of time you can calculate, that is T minus T on. T is 1 millisecond minus 0.4 millisecond, which is nothing but 0.6 milliseconds. So T off you know now, you can calculate the RB value using this equation, 0.69 RB into CA. You will be getting the value of RB as 8.69 kilo ohm. Choose the standard resistor value nearer to this. So the circuit diagram will be like this, that is RA, RB, and across 7 and 2 you will be having a diode. So charging only happens only through RA and discharging only through RB. So let us see the waveform now. Now you calculate similar to the previous case. We are going to calculate the duty cycle here. Here T on. T on is how much? 1 to 2.5 into 0.2. 2.5 into 0.2, which is 0.5. 0.5 divided by total T, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.2. 5.2 into 0.2. So you will be getting the duty cycle as 48%. We have designed it for 40%. We are getting 48. Okay. So next is you are going to calculate the voltage across the capacitor, 1 by 3 VCC, and this should be 2 by 3 VCC. So when you calculate, when you measure these two values, it will be of 1 by 3 VCC and 2 by 3 VCC. And one more thing you need to keep in mind, that is during T on time whether the capacitor is charging. So it is charging here. During T off it should be discharging. Okay, so this is regarding the A-stable multivibrator. So we have shown the output waveform for both, that is less than and greater than 50% duty cycle. Very important thing here is design part. So the equations are very important. RA, calculating RA and RB, and you need to draw the waveforms. Last you need to draw the waveforms, that is voltage across the capacitor and the rectangular waveform, that is the output of the third pin output waveform. This is what you are going to get, rectangular waveform. And finally you are going to write down the result. The result, that is for duty cycle greater than 50% time period. What is the T on time, T off time, total time period, and what is the duty cycle you are going to get. And similarly less than 50%, what is the time period and what is the duty cycle. So thank you.